warm welcoming from the people. You can see that Jamaica have good ties here, and we're looking forward for the game. Last game was a tough one. Most of the players, had their last game a month ago for their club teams, so kind of rusty. But the most important thing, we got 3 points, and we move on to this game.
All right, members of the media, you can raise your hand, indicate, and then we can commence with questions leading into this game for Sunday at 3 o'clock EC time. All right? Yes, of course.
Yes, Assistant Coach, good morning to you.
Morning, sir.
I would just like to find out, in terms of your preparation for Dominica, what has that been like in terms of preparing for this Dominica game tomorrow?
Wow. Preparing for these games started probably 3-4 months ago, as soon as we got the draw. We do a lot extensive work on every team, and we're not taking this game any lightly. This game is as important as any, playing a top team in the world, and Dominica is doing well over the past few years, especially in Nation League. They're steadily building, so we're not taking anything for granted.
We've not seen Jamaica in, let's say, the World Cup finals over several years. Are you considering this and maybe looking at this with a view to making it straight through this time around? Considering,
I think if we don't make it to this World Cup, the people of Jamaica will kill us. It's a tough one, but everybody wants the spots, especially because the so-called big boys are out of it. They are qualified automatically, but everybody have the same dream and hope like Jamaica, so it's going to be tough for us. And we are kind of the flag bearers for the Caribbean, and so playing against any Caribbean team is always tough for us. But we're looking forward for the challenge, and hopefully we can take this team to the World Cup.
I'd just like you to comment on some suggestions I've heard out there that your last match against Dominican Republic, where you won 1-0 a few days ago, some people felt that was not the Jamaica team they knew, the Jamaica of old. Can you comment on this?
We had a few injuries. We didn't hide anything. Everything was on social media. We had a few injuries of some of our main starters, and but it was a good opportunity for young players to showcase themselves, and I think they acquitted themselves well, especially our changes. We brought in a few young players, and they came on and put some life in the game. We got a few more chances. The game could have finished more than just a goal, but such is football. And as I said before, the 3 points was the most important thing.
For the Dominicans who don't know too much about this Jamaica team, what are you bringing to Dominica this weekend?
Team togetherness. That's what we're building for the last 2 years. How structurally disciplined we can be, because if you want to do well in tournaments, defensively you have to be very good. So that is something that we're really, really working on, and I think little by little it's coming to forth.
Can you give us an idea what your composition is like in terms of overseas-based players compared to local players? What is that like?
Without giving out too much, the squad will be the same as we have the last game in Dominica, and then we'll choose against Dominican Republic, and so we'll choose from that squad, to find our best 11 for tomorrow.
My final question, you can answer, you don't have to. What are you looking at? 1-0 against Dominica, 2-0, 3-0. What are you looking at?
3 points.
3 points.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any other questions from the members of the media? Before we do the handover, Coach, as you're aware as well, you have a Jamaican community within Dominica as well, and an opportunity for them to see the national team onshore on the island as well.
Yeah, man. So this is a big call out, all the Jam Dong fans, Jamaican fans, come out and support us with your flags, the pot covers, and we celebrate.
Yeah, we know there's a great relationship, as you said earlier, between Dominica and Jamaica. There's always a friendly type of relationship. And we know that match is a very important match, and you said you're not going lightly at all. But you realize the match against the Dominican Republic, you won 1-0. It was a very tough match, as you said. But traveling one time to play in 2 days, how hectic it has been in terms of traveling and coming to play right away and just only getting a few sessions before the next match?
Moving across the Caribbean is one of the biggest challenges for all Caribbean teams. You guys played 1 day before us, and the travel for you guys were also tough. So I can't use that as something to hinder us from performing, because both teams had traveling problems. I think we came in a little bit easier than you guys, but probably on the same day. So, but we're just looking forward for a good game tomorrow.
And my final question, how confident are you against that big Dominica team and the crowd?
We're confident, you know, if we really want to go to 2026, we have to be confident about every game, not just this one. And, you know, but as I said, we are very humble in how we approach things. You know, we can't be overconfident. You know, you have to keep your feet on the ground in order to get 3 points against any team, especially teams that are fighting for spots to go to a World Cup.
Finally, what will be the approach of the Jamaica team against Dominica? Fast-paced game, or you're going to be taking your time to look at Dominica? What is that going to be like?
I think tomorrow will be the best time to see that.
Coach, there's a few questions from Jamaica as well as the report from the medical team. Report, how we're looking in terms of all players available for selection for tomorrow.
Yeah, man, all players are available for selection. You know, as I said, some of the guys didn't play football for probably a month plus before coming to the game, so you know, a little bit sore here and there. But the medical team is working overtime to get everybody ready for tomorrow.
Coach, just a question to you. Dominica lost 6-0 against Guatemala. In terms of complacency heading into this match, you know, what has been the message to your players?
Complacency. As I said earlier, you know, we are should I say, the team in the Caribbean that, you know, most people look up to, most people want to beat. And I'm not looking at that 6-0 game to compare what tomorrow will bring. I know the footballers from Dominica will come tomorrow guns blazing, you know, they're at home, you know, want to win back their support from the supporters. So I think it's going to be a tough one.